Hey, welcome back to this Global Hack Week. This is day five. This is day five, and I'm so glad to be back. I have to apologize if I interrupted last stream and I started uh, soon, so I'm sorry, Trouble, if I I moved some things around the stream. And if you came from the previous stream, welcome. Let me welcome you to this building a modeling system status part three. If you missed part one and part two, don't worry. You can always watch the recordings at ghw.mlh.io. Very easy link to remember. But let's start with this part three. Let's recap a little bit of what we have accomplished this far. In the part one, we select our tools, we create our implementation plan, and also we discuss about the requirements of the system we're building. In the part two, we manage, thanks to the help of Copilot and a lot of reviewing the code ourselves, to almost complete the backend for our system. Remember, we're building a system that aims to help track of orders for a 3D printing company or 3D printing business. So we created orders and clients, and the orders have invoice information and some statuses. And we're trying to implement as well tools like OutZero. We are going to connect with SandGrid, and we are going to deploy on Vultr using Docker, right? So if you have any question regarding what we are doing here, don't worry. Just feel free to ask here in the comment section. Now, let me start sharing my screen. And open the give me a second before I share the screen. I have to fix some things. And no. Okay. I was logging into the Builder account, but I need code for that. Give me 1 second. Great. So once again, here is the screen. So here we are. This is where we leave it. Let me close the terminal. We finished the setting up for everything. We have Docker Desktop. Let's see if we can open that now to start with this. So it's initiating Docker. In the meantime, what we had, I don't think you showed. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So here, we already have Docker, and the instruction we were missing, it's this: implement the logic for uploading files at backend, right? So let's add this. Great. While that loads, here I have Docker. So we accept and we finish our setup. Use recommended settings. And right now we're going to skip these things, and we have Docker here running now. Amazing. So, what's this? Experience Docker. Okay, no notifications need, and we can monitor here what we are doing. But at the moment, we are not running anything. So, Copilot says the plan is to add AWS SDK S3, and with that, Vultr compatible. Let's see if that's true. Here it's Vultr, and we need Vultr products. Let's open a new tab for that. And here on the products, we have here file storage, computing, cloud computing, storage. Scalable flexible storage solution for your cloud instruction with multiple options to meet diverse data management needs. Block storage, scalable high performance block levels for storage volumes that can be attached to virtual instance for dependent storage capacity and data management. File system, object storage, and the storage gateway. So for cloud storage, we should be using block or object. I'm not sure. I think file systems don't. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Oh, also, before I forget, here's the checking link for the session. So here you have this. Sorry to disturb. You are you are that scientist. I don't say I'm that scientist. I'm software engineer. Um, so that contains a lot of it. But tell me if you have a question, I'll do my best to try to help you with that. And yeah, don't forget to register and to check into the session, please. So continuing here, block storage. Let's open the docs and see. Scalable high performance management text instance. Can I attach mount below filter bracket virtual empty filter? Mhm. Okay, so based on that, let's check now. Object storage, secure, scalable product storage solution for storing and retrieving any amount of data from anywhere on the web with S3 compatibility. So this is the one we may use. Let's take a look at this. So this is installing AWS Client S3 and AWS S3 quick For this, create an upload model, a new model, implement upload service, and then add mutations to that. Huh. So let's take a look at this. Provisioning S3 compatibility matrix. Filter object storage is designed to be compatible with the S3 protocol. However, specific features and capabilities may vary on depending the S2 to use to access object storage. Below is the detailed list of support and unsupport features of filter object storage. Please review the following. Mhm. Provisioning. Okay, this is not found. I don't know why. Provisioning. This makes a page. How to set up and activate Vultr object storage description for cloud-based data. Uh-huh. In an S3 compatible solution that lets you store and leverage amounts of data as objects. Vultr object storage provides scalable, durable, blah blah blah. Following this guide to provision a Vultr object storage subscription using the Vultr customer. So to the portal, navigate to products and click cloud storage. Let's do that here. That we had opened products. Let's close this. And click cloud storage. So here products, this should be cloud storage. I am not saying this. Tickets, no tickets. Deploy, deploy new server. Maybe I need to do a deployment first. Dedicated CPU, cloud GPU, shared CPU, or bare metal. I will say dedicated CPU, virtual machine from Americas, Mexico City, because I am based in Mexico City, of course. No other reason for that. 2 gigabytes memory and 35 storage. Maybe, yeah, we can scale it later, but uh, I mean, for $2 per month, I I will have this better. Okay, okay. Uh, huh. Let's disable the automatic backups. Well, now let's wait for that. Since we have, of course, the uh, infrastructure ready, so no worries. And I'm going to choose Ubuntu because that's the one I'm familiar with. Startup script, firewall group, DDoS protection, cloud user, VPC network, Liberty user login. Okay, configure hardware and then the operating system, software, and deployment. Huh. Okay. So let's deploy this. Server ad failed. Please fund your account to get started. But my account is funded. I suppose we have made the payment. I have these 100 credits, so I don't understand. Yeah, I have these available credit. I don't need to fill that. I don't know why. Let's try it again. So dedicated Americas, Mexico. This one here, configure software, Ubuntu. Yep, and yep. Let's deploy fonts again. Okay, we're not able to do this, and my account is funded. So what else we can do? What else we can do? Should I open the ticket? Oh, not this is for ducks. Um, hmm. We need to verify identity to protect users, so please link a payment method for verification. You will be charged for the total cloud courses you use. Major league hacking. So this is applied. Here it is. Add credits. Credits are added. Deploy new server. Let's try in another location. Maybe that's the issue. Um, and let's try with the less expensive one. Just also without no Linux. Why not? Just I want to make the deployment. But again, the issue with the not funds. I mean, I have funds. So what should I do? Maybe we're moving now. Disable automatic backups. No. Oh my god. Maybe old experience works better. Americas, Mexico, Debian, Ubuntu, LTS, this one, deploy, and this brings me here. Oh my god. Uh. Oh, needs me to add a card. Um, I don't know. Then we might not be using this. Let me thought about that for a second while we can proceed with the coding part. So yeah, I will just say if I want to use AWS, do you know what? Let's switch from router to use AWS directly. What's happening here? Oh my god, I need to sneeze. Give me a second. I'm back. Sorry. So in instruction manual, we're changing a couple of things. I think first one it's Amazon S3. What else? The back in the nest with Amazon S3, file loads, attachments, Amazon S3. Yep. And in the app example, we changed the AWS, the build Arabic storage compatible with AWS region, access key ID, secret access key, and the AS3 bucket. Huh? Maybe in the future we can try Booter again. I don't think this will be the case. Let's keep these changes. Yep. Proceed with this implementation of file. Great. Um, I always curious about what happens if I play some music here at the streams. Let's allow this and let's keep the changes going. We should create a new upload here for the orders. In the schema, we should have the attachment, including the URL file for that, file name, the key, the type, yeah, that's it. Let's allow these changes as well. So this is going to do some changes on package JSON. We have Apollo server as integration. Okay, this is quite not good. GraphQL. So for these, we are not accepting these changes. Uh, we do want to keep this part, the client S3 and S3 request pre-signed, but um, no change in the other versions. So let's undo that. So this is also it's creating the storage model. While it's doing that, let me redo this. Redo this. And add this. And just to be sure, I'm going to look for this on the browser. About the latest version on npm. Right now in 3. Okay, so LTS looks like Git version. Yeah. Um, let's keep changes going. What's happening here? The model was updated with the storage model. The storage includes this storage model, has the imports of the config model, the service it's as the provider and it's exported, and the service use this resigner and the S3 client for that. From the config service, we get the AWS key ID, the access key, and the region, as well as the bucket name. This looks good. Okay, now from here, what does this mention? It has created, okay, the storage model. Okay, everything here looks fine. Let's keep those changes same. Here we have to make some arrangements. Um, I'm going to open the console and I'm going to do PM upgrade latest. Oh, yeah, I need to move to backend, sorry. And also here, let's see what's happening. We have the instances of the S3 client, the bucket name. In the constructor, it creates the instance for the S3 client and save it as an S3. The bucket name is also saved. And when we want to get the precise URL, we have that as an asynchronous function. We need the order number, the file name, and the content type. So we save it as that. Here, we also need another level and we return the URL and the key. This expires in an hour or a day. I cannot remember which translate. 60 times 60. Yeah, it's an hour, I think. 16 seconds and 60 minutes is an hour. So good. This has been installed. Also from the storage service, we have storage service. This is the model. The uploader came from the class validator. I think we don't have a class validator. That's interesting. Let's fix that and add the class validator. This is going very slow. I'm going to restart this and wait until the next linter. Yeah, we need to upload the class validator. Give me a second for that. Just let me make sure this is not okay. Yeah, this is not here. Okay, we now have the class validator. This should be fine now. Great. Uh, so we made some changes on the adding the AWS packages, the storage model, same with the storage service. It was created a new data transfer object for the get upload URL input, and also we have up-resigned the order response. Yep. Um, it was add the method of the get upload on the resolvers for the orders, and I think that's it. Okay, now let's test this. I'll let's test this. Yeah, just let's test this. I'll open while this loads a new tab here with the AWS configuration. You won't be seeing these on screen. And the reason you don't see this on screen is because it contains sensitive data, of course. Now, let's allow the compiler to execute document compose exec backend PMP add class validator class transformer. Okay, I thought I was already showing that, but let's do that. No, this is failing because I sets that don't have Docker. Hmm, maybe up the Docker version, not Docker command found. Okay, so this is where the problem is Docker engine. The Docker daemon attached to this can open token for setting. Okay, show competitions. Let's install this. The containers. Now let's see. Hmm. This section describes how to install Docker on Linux, also known as Docker CA token for through Docker Desktop. Yeah, I mean like should be installed now. The Docker engine. I don't know why. Let's see if we close the terminal and open again. Can I see the change on Docker from help? Okay, now Docker's working here. Why not here? That's a good question. Okay, this is working here as well, but here it's not found. Um, that's interesting. Let's open this and let's try it again. I mean, we add configuration to the shell. Maybe we should just update the version of that. Yeah, do it. Again, it's not working here. What? But if I do it here, like if I just copy and paste, yeah. Well, I mean, Docker worked here. The problem was properties of service extra, which is on the Docker file. It's not allowed. So it's doing Nginx and then Mongo. 1 second. Okay. Um, I think this failed to copy read seeker Docker image. Let's see if we are trying to pull the correct image for Mongo. Uh, huh. I mean, if we look here, and we look for images, Docker Hub, and look for MongoDB, we have the official community server, enterprise advanced server, Kubernetes, Atlas search. Oh my god, what this one? Community server. I think it's this one. Tag latest pull run. Mm. So let's take a look to the image during download. So it's taking its time, but we can ask for pilot help here. And in the meantime, we can continue with the setup of AWS. It added the networks for these two. Hmm, okay. Huh. Let's see if that helps. Token first build image. It's already cool, so it's now well. This one's taking a lot. Same. Like problem? I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't think so. I mean, it's taking a lot to download this image. Okay, now it has it. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, now Mongo image. It's the one missing, same as the one here. Nginx, it's done correctly. So I do think it was, yeah, maybe it was an internet issue after all. Um, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, maybe it's an internet connection issue. It's taking a lot, but way too much. But once that's pulled, it shouldn't be a problem. Then we can just construct the images for the back and front end based on the file, Docker file, and we will be good to go. I'm in the AWS console page, so we at least advanced something. So uh, while this loads, let's take a quick look to use Mongo Docker image. And version 6. It's Mongo Community Server. Docker controls, Mongo image in the environment is the username, password. Okay, this is finished. But what happened? Local big definitions, reading from standard input, load console backend internal, load metadata for Docker delivery node, message load directory, node 32 alpha. I thought these were cool. So one Mongo with 6 Mongo community. This one can delete. Yeah, we can delete forever. It takes a lot of space. But yeah, I'm serious. Okay, come on. I will close this and open Docker again. No, but yeah, these do exist. Okay, building G backend image. I got. I don't see Mongo. Sorry, Docker. It's restarting. No, but that's not for the. Oh no, yeah, you got it right. Front internal. No, but this is cancel back in internal. Okay, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Create. That's not the arrow. Okay, yeah, maybe we can start with that. But hey, come on, Docker is not opening. Okay, okay, okay. Um, I think we have complete everything here. Don't you, don't you were going to create the front end scale code? Okay, now you're going to do that. You're going to be busy with that. In the meantime, we can continue learning more about this community image Mongo sets environment volumes shared. Username password database user has. Okay, we were learning something new about these Mongo containers, and now we're adding the REST configuration for frontend. The internet connection is being a trouble right now, isn't it? Hmm. Okay. So what we have here, we create GS function, JSON, table configuration, Postgres, depth dependencies. Okay, let's keep all of this. Let's CT to front. And now here, why we have this PM install. And then we are going to do an up. Same here for the layout and stuff. It's a work in progress. Okay, and yeah, this is already up. Yeah, our download speed is not so good right now. I know, but you can do it. Thank you. Next. Oh, it's so cold right now. Okay, you're almost down. 2 megabytes more. Great. Thank you so much. Now, PM up, latest, the same. Great. Still, Joker file is missing here. Front, front end. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. I want to add another one. Yeah, the Docker daemon is supposed to be running. Come on, Docker. Then it doesn't want to open. How can I force it? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's wait to see. Come on, Jumper, open. I need you. Last resort will be like to reboot my computer. But I don't want to do that, obviously, for reasons. Other thing I can do it's like upload this and to GitHub already. It will be an advance of it. This just contains the Git example one, front and back and example. Great. Now this was updated. This shouldn't be a problem now. What? What? Oh, because this is TSX, no EASX. Um, okay, okay. I will need to don't listen to that at the moment. Here, make sure to add the dot kit editor file for the project. And let me up github.com. I'll create a new repo. This is going to be called the tracking system. No more than that. Now I'll do this as here. Oh my god. Okay, let's do that. Keep ignore. Okay, that's good. I'm going to delete the node modules for this, for this also. I'm going to show this in Finder. Um, let's list shift shift on H. Oh, how to show hidden files here? I cannot remember. Shift dot shift dot. Okay, wait. Why I'm doing this? As you can see, this is now my regular setup or computer. So I am just uploading a backup of everything here to continue working. Um, yeah, so I'll call this initial setup for tracking system. And what we have, the same front and back end ops. Ops, and Unix default, front end, back end, and example. Do we have the end example? I don't see it here. Hmm. Backend, 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 backend. Interpret controls, front end, front end, front end, front end, front end. And structure, yeah. I think we're missing the end example. Oh yeah, this file is hidden. Great. So commit with all the files. Great, we have this now. I mean, you can come here. I will share this with you, and we will continue working on this. But I just wanted to have this backup. Um, Now let's continue. My bad, it's that we should do the PNP install again. Thankfully, PMP is good for that, and this is done very more fast of what we had. Um, Now, I just wanted to generate that backup because Docker it's not working, and I will have to review this. So let's make a quick pause. I'll review the computer, and I'll come back very quick. In the meantime, you can grab a snack or drink some water. Yeah, we'll be back. Hey, thanks for waiting. Um, Here's my screen back again. And let's see if now Docker it's working. Um, I hope it does. And also let's open the terminal. Terminal at least seems to be working. Docker, it's starting now. It's starting the Docker engine. Thanks. Thanks. And let's code for the proper document. Sorry. And this is the Hackwick status system. We're having here. Okay, we're front end. Let's create a new terminal for that. This is some root. Now Docker compose our build, and we already had the images for the Nginx server and for Mongo. We need to build the images for backend, for frontend, and then make the containers. So let's see containers. Let's see these images. I'll try to delete this in a second. Um, no containers this far, but still working with that. Okay, while we give this a look, let's take a view of what we currently have at the front end. We have our configuration for TS, for Tailwind, the lock YAML for PNP, the next configuration. This includes restricted mode, output standalone, and the config, right? Amazing. So for the layout, we have a base layout containing the global styles, the Apollo wrapper for using GraphQL. We also have a title that's global handling status, which let's call this um, current success. Well, how you spell it? Let me check. Current XS. Dash. For the description, let's not add that. No worries about the metadata. Um, the default values is children, read only children. On the return, we have HTML body and this one. Uh, for the global styles, we don't have anything specifically. For the wrappers, I think we're missing this. Follow client. Then what are we using Apollo experimenting XEX that? I don't think that makes sense. Yep. Um, also, let's fix this and this one. And wait for Docker to build. If we check memory, oh yeah, this is in Spanish. Um, okay, no worries. Let's see now for the images what we have. Still those three. Oh my god. Last step for front end at least. Back end still building. So another thing we can do in the meantime could be okay, great. Now we do if I close the walkthrough, we have the backend, we're missing the front end. Come on. One more. Hmm. And I just wanted to test the backend. So on the to-dos, let's see what we're missing. I'll say now take the next steps in building the front end. I mean, while Docker works, Copilot could also work. I hope my memory allows that. So we need the pages, the search order forms, the order status, and things like that. That's nice. Also GraphQL queries. Well, I'm taking a look to the monitor activity and I'm consuming a lot of memory. Yeah. Oh my god, I think that's why this failed. No, image was created successfully, so that's great. I will delete now this image. Yeah, delete, please. It refused to get deleted. Okay. No, the error again, no. Oh my god. I see. I will close it and hope it will open again. No, I don't think it will open ever again. Well, Docker is not working at least in this computer. So let's pause the wanting to test this with Docker, and let's keep on the building for this. Um, what was changed? It was created a page tx, right? TS config were added. Amazing. The Apollo client was set up by public order number, public order. We want the ID, order number, status. Okay, for the moment, makes sense. For also in the order number name, we wanted this page. So okay. Yes. Let's verify this package when it was lastly used and if this has support published a month ago. Okay, well, first I'll move to front end, now pm install Poly experiment and app support. Now it has this. It generated the query in GraphQL, the state page, landing, and the TypeScript configuration. And let's see also why this didn't work. So global handbrake status was built, network was created, a volume was created, and response from daemon was failed. Don't callback fail. Now on running the tail goes the output is this error. And what we're missing is this. The order details have a format currency, format date, the order details. Everything is here in Spanish, so it makes sense. Good to have this order batch like this. And let's change this as well. For attachments list component is missing. On the package now we have the SSR link of all experimental support. So we can just call this as this. Okay. Um, I don't know, but let's see. What the problem is, it's, yeah, I have to reboot again Dr. Desktop. Oh my god. Let's try it one more time. Docker, it's not working for me this time. So be back in less than 2 minutes. Hey, I'm back. So join me to see if I can manage to make Docker work this time. But first, let me show you my screen once again and add it to the stage, of course. Docker. Come on. Okay, at least it opened. Starting Docker engine, please. This time I won't try to remove the image because I don't know why. I think trying to removing this, it's the problem. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have to say. Um, but yeah, I do think that's the problem. Um, so here, let's do one more time. Docker and post up build in a detached format. This shouldn't take that much since we already have the images and some Gasham. Um, okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. This has been already installed in the front end. If I check Apollo, I see client. Put in front around PP. Yeah, this is already up to date. So in the package and this is included. What I think I'm missing, it's not that with Apollo. I think I'm missing, yeah. And this should be removed. Let's see how Docker is going. Okay, here they are. I don't know what they were installed incorrectly the last time. Um, let's continue with our faith in Docker, but it's not happening. It looks like it won't happen. Um, we have to close in less than 10 minutes because, of course, uh, we have an upcoming stream. This stream it's from Jocelyn, if I remember well. So the stream it's about, yeah, it's Jocelyn build your first API with fast API using CRUD. So it's very entry for you to learn about fast API if you love Python. So don't miss that out. And same again here, the demo failed for building this. I will try the same in the other computer. I surely will do. So yeah, let's leave it here. I mean, we tried this enough time. I think that's a problem with the configuration with Docker. I will wipe it out and install it again. And in the meantime, we do advance our project with the front-end integration part, but we do need Docker to show this out. Um, well, we could try to just run it directly on local. But that's not fun in that, right? So join me for part 4 tomorrow. It will be the last part, and we will deploy this, and we will finish the configurations on Docker and everything to host our deployment, probably on AWS. But since we already tried with Builder, I can assure we can change from cloud provider as well. So it's everything part of quick deployment sorry quick development here, right? So remember, this is the intention of the session, like to test our abilities with um, league band partnerships. So I will see you for tomorrow's sessions. Stay tuned for the upcoming ones. After Jocelyn, we also have Cecilia with Git Gut with Git. And then tomorrow, we only will have today in Global Head with Queen and Scribble Mini event with Barshini. And then me again for the last stream of this Global Head Week after the closing ceremony. So see you. Bye.